Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, family, to the Reiki Healing Hope Community. I am Jessica, and I'm here to facilitate this healing today. So, if you're new to the channel, just remember to like, comment, and subscribe. But most importantly, to what? To comment, because I love to know what's going on with you all. You all are so brave in sharing your experience and your stories and all of this stuff. So I just want to say thank you to you and encourage whomever else has been really wanting to share, but just maybe a little bit too timid. Don't even worry about it. Because when you post, I only ask for one thing, that you post for the highest vibrational good only, so that we can keep this a safe space where everyone feels comfortable coming back to. So today we have a special healing. We're going to do an aura healing. So we're going to be opening up, working with your aura, working with this space all around you, just for you to relax and release anything that may come up. And like we start all of our practice, we start with a prayer. It is not a prayer of religion, though you can be religious if that's what you choose to be. It is a chair. It's because I'm trying to readjust myself. Okay, I feel better now. It's not a chair. It is a prayer of connection to our individual healing journey, as well as our connection as community. We're a community. We are in this together. You know, it is you and I, but more importantly, it is all of us together. And it doesn't, as I've said before, it always doesn't have to include me. It can even be your connection with each other, just meeting a new friend online in the highest vibrational way, laughing about something or enjoying something or being like, oh, that's really interesting. Because I noticed that does happen in the comments, like, hey, try this or try that, X, Y, and Z. And that's something that's really, really beautiful, because like I said before, you know, you're only going to get so far with just me. But the more that you have, the more support you have, the greater and farther you can go. Because what is the saying? If you want to go fast, you go by yourself, right? But if you want to go far, you go with others. So if you want to go fast, you may not make it to your goal, but you'll get somewhere very quickly and probably burn out. But if you want to go far, you go there with others. It takes a little bit longer, but then you have those people who cheer for you and get you to where you need to go. And that's why it's really important for me, for this space to be really a safe space where everyone comes and they don't feel like they're going to be like harassed online, or feel like that, you know, their hurt or their pain is just too big. No, not at all. Whatever you're experiencing in life, you are strong enough to get to the other side no matter what. You just are. We talk about certain esoteric, metaphysical concepts and understanding the movement through life, healing and things like that. But at the end of the day, if you're experiencing something, it is because you're strong enough to get to the other side. And a lot of times when you get to that other side, you then become the light worker to show other people how to get out. A part of life is not just, you know, you want to feel good all the time, or you want to be healed. My bad. Sorry about that. You want to be healed all the time. Life is also about that balance. You know, things are like a pendulum. They swing, you know, let's imagine that right is, you know, things are great, and left is things really, really suck. And that's just what life is. It is this balance of swinging back and forth. Even though we wish the pendulum would always be on this right side, sometimes it's in the middle, which is not a bad thing. Balance is really nice. Or it's on the left side, where it's just like, I actually, now that I think about it, I'm like, I wonder if you all see the exact opposite of me. Anyway, whatever it is to you, sorry about that analogy if it's like opposite. But on the one side where it is negative and where it feels not good, understand that you can use those moments to catapult you into a new space in your life, but you got to understand how to use it. Meaning, when things are easy, that's when you work hardest. Why? Because that's when things are flowing to you. You want to collect, grab up, get all this experience, all this knowledge, all of these resources, do what you need to do. But when things start to swing the other way, that's when you want to take your time. You want to go slow. You want to make sure you have the community around you, because you're not able to get the same things you were on the other side. It really is the same representation in retrograde, in which when things are direct, you're able to do things more directly. But when things are retrograde, it's like everything you try to do just does not work out. I received a lot of people of our community just talking to me during the retrograde period of all things that were happening. I had some things happening to me too, technology wise, and I remember in the moment I thought, I'll just tell you what it was. I thought my computer broke, and then I was like, oh, I was gonna freak out, and then I was like, nope, I won't do it. I literally went into like secret spy mode. I had like 1%, literally it was 1% left on my computer, and I was like, I gotta get all this information off, and then I gotta go do X, Y, and Z. Long story short, it was just the charger, but I really could have freaked out, but I didn't, because look, sometimes things in retrograde, I mean, they're just really there to set up to give you kind of this litmus test of how do you feel about life? How do you feel about when things that don't go your way? What are the things you say? Do you freak yourself out? Make sure that if you do freak yourself out, you're learning new ways to calm and to relax that. So with that pendulum just swinging back and forth and back and forth, understanding that if your pendulum is all the way, to the back, that you can use those opportunities instead of to be engulfed by it, to jump on top of it. So once it clears out, you can just literally go forward into your spiritual path, whatever that is, and just moving forward. Okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox now, and I'm going to go ahead and jump in to the actual aura cleansing. So here I'm just moving away any debris, but I just wanted to share that message of balance. And what we need to do is start to rethink, recalibrate, and reinterpret life as we go through it. You may notice in life, as things change, even as things get better, when things are not so good, we might revert back to the old way of thinking and interpreting things. But it's time to change that. So you have to challenge yourself to open yourself up to new interpretations. So if something happened, like my example with the computer, my first thought really could have been like, oh my gosh, I have to go shell out all of this money to go do X, Y, and Z. But I really thought like, how can I do this in the most compassionate way towards myself? It's okay. If your computer dies, it's fine. You got 3 other computers. Don't even worry about this. Okay. Can you get your work done the way that you need to get your work done while you're troubleshooting this? Cool. You got that? Okay. You have 1% to get the information you need. Okay. Well, you better get to it and plan it out. 1%. Boom. Got it done. And then once I ordered a new charger, I realized that the computer was completely fine. There's nothing at all wrong with it. It was just the charger. And that was a $20 fix. So what I'm saying is that challenge yourself to have a new perspective. If something happens, like maybe you break your favorite glass, maybe it gives you an opportunity to find a new favorite or to explore something new in your life. If somebody inconveniences you in a certain way, maybe it's an opportunity to explore something different. Maybe it's an opportunity to try a new path during that day. There's a lot of things that we can see and give ourselves that opportunity to have. So just give me a couple moments. I'm going to check in with your aura, just see how you're doing. Beautiful. I'm really having like a brain fart. I don't even remember if we prayed. I'm very giggly today, so don't mind me. If we already prayed, that's fine. But let's just jump into another prayer too, okay? Are you okay? May I take your hand? Okay. Sorry about that. We're like 8 minutes into the video. Dear Mother, Father God, and all of our highest vibrational good, please connect us as the Reiki Masters and the Ascendant Masters. All of these masters, both masculine, feminine, and property, that balance between the divine feminine, the sacred masculine, our ancestor, our lineage, the archangels, and all for our highest vibrational good only. Please connect us in our energy and our spirit. And I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, ashe, ashe. I am a hot mess today. A good hot mess. You know. So, let me see. Check back in. I'm just going to do some clearing out. And remember, we have this transformational flame of Saint Germain, a Reiki infused candle in which allows you to send anything taking up too much space to go into the candle. And don't you even worry about it. And I hope you don't hear any cracks, because that's me snap, crackle, and popping. I've always been one of those people, like when I would kneel, like my knees will pop, or I'll lift my shoulders, my arm will pop. So don't mind me. I'm just expressing my my enjoyment here. Sorry again. My understanding that when your knees or your joints pop, it's like there's apparently like air in between the bones and the cartilage, and every time it pops, it's like expressing the air or something like that. I don't know. But that is what I read once upon a time. I could be wrong. It could just be like the joint and the cartilage making a sound. Aren't we having a great time today? Let's just say this time, you know, in lifting our vibrations, we're doing it through laughter and smiles. So if you haven't, just go ahead and take a chance to smile, not take yourself too serious. We talk about a lot of serious content on our videos because we're doing that healing. We're doing that shadow work of going in deep and healing. The light work is the manifesting and the happiness and bringing your energy up. And that's going to be your most important healing tool ever, is that you are in control, or you feel like you have access to alter how you feel in the moment. Because if you naturally feel sad, nervous, uncomfortable, things want to freak you out in a time where you're like, ooh, it's not going well. If you can alter your mood and you can go in and change how you respond to things, you will definitely be at the greatest benefit, because then you could see things clearly. You are literally stopping chemical reactions, neurological reactions, hormonal reactions in your body. Like, you ever see somebody get an asthma attack and it becomes worse because they get nervous and they start freaking out? Or someone who, you know, unfortunately has something with their heart, or with other systems in which high stress, just all that imbalance of hormones come and create an actual like visceral reaction within the body. You want to be in control of that as much as you can. And the way you do that is you recognize the moments by living through it that aren't going so well, and you challenge yourself. You have to be very brave, but you challenge yourself in that moment to think of something different. The first thing that you can do is literally write a prayer. And you can write the prayer now to say then. And it is a prayer of gratitude. And you just thank the universe, God, source, whatever you want to call it. Just thank the universe for what you have. It can be a specific thing or big things. Don't make it too long, because you want to be able to say this on repeat, and just say it on repeat. And by saying that prayer in that moment where you're freaking out, you're automatically going in and adjusting how you're going to react to the situation. And so once you say it, how many times you need to say it, I like to go in intervals of 3, 6, or 9. After you say it as many times as you need to say it, then you go in and you think about how to problem solve, instead of thinking how to problem solve when you're like, okay, pulling that out. Okay, good job. We're gonna throw some Palo Santo in the mix. I can't. I literally just started talking and can't even tell you if we did any of this. But that's okay because us as a community, we are of the highest healing. It's just the fact that we're here today that matters more than anything else. You know, these things that we use, these tools, these healing tools that we have, we use them, they help initiate the space. But the most important thing is you and me, just us having this experience together. That's why you notice if you talk to a friend that you really enjoy being around, you all may not heal, you may not light any sage, but having a conversation with them can be very healing just because. And so that's what I hope that we have together in our space, in our time together, just a healing. And we don't have to take ourselves too serious. I'll give you the tools of what you need if that makes you feel good, but don't take yourself too serious. I actually know quite a few people. I say quite a few because I feel like it's possible, but I'm thinking of one person in particular who they're very like anal, probably borderline OCD about their healing. I don't even want to call it their healing space, about their energetic space. And there are some things that I noticed that are very I'm going to use the word problematic, and it's not to judge, but simply to say like, ooh, like it's kind of feeding into paranoia more than it is relieving it. But I just let them do what they're doing, if someone is receptive to what my suggestions, I'll do it. But I know this person, they are not at all receptive, so I'll just let them do what they need to do. And we actually went and got some crystals and different tools together. And I just, we were asking the person there who worked at the place, the crystal shop. It was like a crystal emporium or something like that. I asked them of certain questions, and I just felt like she was like, oh no, it has to be done this way. It has to be done this way. And I was like, okay, girl. Because it's not true at all. Like, even what we're doing in this space, it is really up to, you take what you need, you leave what you don't, and then you infuse the things that are for your individual healing. We look at things like shamanism, popped up all over the world, and a native indigenous person to the Americas, and even different places in the Americas are going to go through their healing practice different than someone who you would see in Asia, in the indigenous people of the Australia area, of different places, of even, the various places on, the continent of Africa. All of that, it's going to be different. So it's okay. You don't have to freak out, especially if there's something that comes to you. You never read it before, but it feels right energetically. Go ahead and trust that. Don't even worry about it. That's the point. The point is intuition, that you are connecting with your guides, with your spirit animals, your lineage, your archangels, whomever, whatever, to heal yourself. That's all you need to do. So don't feel like you need to be perfect. Don't feed into the paranoia. Just give yourself a break. That's all you gotta do. Okay. So I feel like this was more of like a aura chat. Hopefully you still enjoyed it. I'm actually going to clear us out. You did a fantastic job. Hopefully you still enjoyed it. And hopefully we don't have to take ourselves too seriously. You just enjoy it. Okay. And continue to breathe in this space. Okay. Good job clearing you out. And we believe in what? Reciprocity. So let me clear myself out. Okay, fantastic. You did an excellent job today. I'm so excited. Just, take it easy this week. Enjoy life. making it a goal to go ahead and do some research on native indigenous culture of the Americas, especially around this holiday, so that we can pay homage and lineage to all of the wealth there, especially with the history that we know of the U.S. and indigenous people. The least we can do is go do some research. And if you are a part of any of this lineage or legacy, to give great reverence and thanks for all that we get to benefit from that wisdom, that love, and that balance, and all the work, especially environmental work that still needs to be done, that we connect ourselves and that we be an ally, or if you are part of the community or communities, that you have both the energy, the resources, and all that you need in order to move forward in the highest vibrational path. So, if no one has said it to you today, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I love you. I'm so excited for what you got going on. Relax, relax, relax. But until next time,